Stress is a part of life. We all face it, even the Earth, in a different way, and we all release it in a different way. When the Earth's surface builds up stress, it releases it with a shake, earthquakes. To visualize this, put your hands together and apply some pressure. Now try to move one hand past the other. It's not exactly smooth, right? Well, there's that friction or stress with plates that are constantly moving and all make up the Earth's surface. These are constantly rubbing past each other. Sometimes it's very smooth with not much resistance, other times not. It's that stick, then slip, that releases energy in the form of seismic waves that we see as earthquakes. Most of this seismic activity is focused on areas called faults on the Earth's surfaces. These are weak points that normally see these earthquakes.
You can imagine if you put pressure on something and it's already got a crack in it, if it's going to slip, it's going to slip where you've got that weakness.
That was Angie Shaw with the U.S. Geological Survey, who's working to better understand our own faults here in the Low Country.
Yeah, so the faults in Charleston are very different from the ones, say like the San Andreas Fault in California. And that's because these are ancient faults. A lot of them formed millions of years ago. In fact, a number of them, we think they formed when the Atlantic Ocean originally opened up.
These faults, located half a mile to a mile beneath our feet, have only been estimated indirectly by looking at those smaller earthquake clusters. A new project, led by her, is mapping these faults using surveys from planes, measuring the magnetic field of different rocks beneath the Earth's surface.
And we want to map them out in order to determine, first of all, which ones might go off, might rupture in an earthquake, and then number two, to better assess the risk or the probability that one of these will actually rupture, especially if they'll rupture in a large earthquake. In order to assess that risk, we really need to know where the faults are.
Determining the size of a fault will explain a lot, as the length of the fault which ruptures is directly related to the intensity of an earthquake.
This project will not be able to predict when earthquakes are going to occur here, but it will help us better understand the inherent risk below our surface and give us a better understanding of how to prepare if or when the next earthquake strikes. The project surveys are being completed as we speak, the results coming at a later date. For this week's Moment of Science, I'm Storm Team 2 meteorologist David Dixon.